you are in my Thursday primary class, you're very familiar with this warm-up. If you are not in my class, you've just learned a new warm-up, which is awesome. So once again, if you have the space, by all means, skip all around the space. If you don't have the space, just do it on the spot, and it'll still be just as beneficial. So here we go. We will start with our warm-up. Let me get the music started here. Okay. We're gonna blast it because it has to be really, really loud. Here we go. I'll take that. Okay, so now that we've finished our warm-up, we're going to do our plie. So with our plies, we're going to start with our feet together, our heels together, toes apart, and standing with our best dancer posture. Right? So when we stay with our good posture, we want to make sure we're as tall as we can be with our elbows forward. We don't want to be falling forward, right? We don't want to be going backwards. We want to stand nice and tall. And when we do a plie, we want to go straight down and straight up. We don't want to stick our bum out, almost like we're going down an elevator or a piece of bread in a toaster, going straight down. So we're going to start with our feet in first position, rolling it up to my knees. And as most of you know, plie means to bend. That's it. So we are bending from our knee, and we're making a nice diamond shape. So we start with our arms in fifth en bas, that low fifth, like we have a basket of those baby animals that we're carrying. And we're going to repair, tendu, place our feet in second position on the preparation. So my toes are still apart. And this time when I do a plie, it makes a little house shape. So we do 1 and stretch, 2 and stretch, 3 and stretch, tendu, close into first, 3, plie then first, 2 and stretch, 3 and stretch, then we'll tendu, place in second, repeat in second, 3 demi-plies, then we tendu, bring our feet to first, 3 demi-plies, and then we'll finish with our arms in fifth en bas with a lovely dancing smile on our face. So I'm going to get the music ready. Meanwhile, you, the dancer, can stand in first position, arms in fifth en bas, with your tallest, best dancing posture. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. Demi-plie. 2, 3, tendu, Finish. Good job. Good job. Remembering that we bend no other. Next, we are going to do a foot exercise to get our feet nice and strong. Really important as dancers have really strong feet for all of our jumps, for all of our tondus, and then when you become an older ballerina, to get those fancy point shoes, you can go up on your toes. So this one we're going to start seated on the floor, and we're going to have our legs straight out in front of us. We're going to start with our toes facing the ceiling, and we're going to still maintain a very, very tall posture. We want our legs to be glued together, so they're not apart, they're super close together, and our legs nice and stretched. So our knees, give them a little tickle to keep them stay nice and stretched. So very nice and tall. We're gonna hold the introduction, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna point our toes and hold. Toes come up. Point your toes and hold. Toes come up. Point your toes, now stay. Keep your ankles very stretched. And now we're just gonna wiggle just your toes like you're giving a wave. Wiggle, 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 toes up. We're gonna repeat that whole thing. So point your toes and up. And point your toes and flex. And point your toes and keep your ankles down. And just wiggle your toes like they're giving away. We're going to do that whole exercise 4 times in a row. Keeping that really tall posture, legs are stretched, legs are together, and really working on our feet so they get nice and strong. I'm just going to get the music ready. You can stay seated nice and tall with your best posture, legs together. And let me get the music for that one. Here we go. Okay. 6, stay tall, and up. Tall and up. Point. Now we stay. So our tendu, remember what that means? To stretch. Yes. So our tendu means to stretch, meaning our whole leg and foot are doing the stretching. So this leg doesn't bend, this leg doesn't bend, nothing in our body bends. Everything stays nice and long and straight. So we're going to start with our feet in first position. Arms in fifth omba. That nice round shape like we're holding a basket. And on the preparation, we're going to bring our arms to our waist. And we're going to go tendu and close. Tendu and close. The tricky one, tendu. Bring that toes to the knee, very tricky balance. Touch and close. Other foot. Out and in. Out and in. up, lift your toe to your knee, touch, and close. Then we're gonna repeat that whole thing again. So the legs are very stretched from our tendu. So when we lift our toe to our knee, this leg, the leg we're standing on, also has to be very strong and stretched so we don't fall over, and our posture has to be very strong so we don't fall over. All right. So I'm gonna get the music ready. Meanwhile, you can stand with your feet in first position, your arms in fifth en bas, your tallest ballet posture, standing ready to go. And I will play music. Here we go. 6 arms to your waist. Out and in. Out and in. Lift, touch other foot. Good. Keep a nice stretch. That's it. Out and in. Next, we're going to do our sway. So we're going to start with our feet in first position again, and our arms in fifth en bas. And so we're going to stay here for the introduction. And we're going to sway, and 3, and 4. Feet in first, rise up, and throw on your tiptoes. Then we go to the other side. Sway, and sway. Feet together, rise up, turning around up on your tiptoes, and all the way back down. And then we'll repeat that. Now, when we do our sway, our legs are the exact same as when we were doing our tendu. So my knee, if it were to have eyeballs, would be looking at the ceiling. So it wouldn't be facing you with the camera, it would be looking at the ceiling. And my arms are reaching to the wall, and I'm looking at my fingertips as if this is a little butterfly or a little bird landed on them. So to the other side, my knee is facing the ceiling, and then I'm looking at my fingers. Good. Okay, let's try that with some music. So these are our sways. We just hold the introduction. Big, not the vegetable, not the beat that we eat, but the musical beat. We Now for this exercise, we like to imagine that we have a teeny tiny little animal that we just want to give him a tickle on his belly. So if you have an idea of that little animal, you can put him right in front of your legs there. And we're just going to give him a little tickle. So for our combat ball, we start with our feet in first position, our arms and fists on ball, and we prepare our hands back to our waist. We're going to start with our right foot. Tendu, lift, tickle, and close. Tendu, lift, just a little tickle, very quiet, and close. Tendu, lift, tickle, and close. We're going to jump out and jump back in. Then we're going to repeat the whole thing, starting with the other foot. Tendu, lift, tickle, and close. Tendu, lift, tickle, and close. Tendu, lift, a little touch, and close. Jump out, make a beautiful star shape, and jump back in. So just a reminder for that robot mod, we want our upper body to stay nice and tall. We don't want it to fall forward. We also want the leg to go flat on the ground. We want to think about our hip bones having lights that are going straight forward so they don't lift or they don't twist, but it stays nice and still. Okay, so standing with our feet in first position, our arms and fists on ball, your very tall dance posture, and I'm going to press play for the music for our grand battement or a big beat. It'd be interesting to try and eat like a plant. Okay, here we go. Grand battement. Here we go. And then we'll do some across the floor, or if you don't have a lot of across the floor space, in a circle. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do are our rises. So we want to really make sure that our feet are nice and strong. So we are going to start with our feet together. And I want you to think about that you put like glue on the bottom just of your toes. So your toes are stuck on the floor. The only part of your foot that can move is your heel. So we stand nice and tall. Our legs are in parallel position. And we bring our arms to our waist again. Lots of those fingers are together with your tall posture. And we're going to go up and down. Up and down. Keep your legs nice and stretched. Then we're going to step together, step together, the other way, step together and step together. Then we're going to repeat the whole thing. 4 rises. Up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. We step together, and step together, step, together. Then we'll finish. Something to remember, when you go straight up, you want to go straight up with your body. You don't want to tilt forward, and you don't want to tilt backwards. You want to go straight up, once again, kind of like you're in an elevator or you're rocket shooting straight into the sky. Let me get that music started. We can stand with our feet together and our arms in fifth om ba, that low fifth. Here we go. Back to your feet. Up, down, up, together, out, together, out, together, and we repeat. Up, down, up, down, step out, together, out, together, keep going. Shake your legs back and forward. The next thing we're going to do is forward rock. The rock meaning carriage of the arm, movement of the arm. We can just sit on our knees, still keeping a nice tall posture, even though we're sitting. So we're going to start with our arms down in the bottom. Then we're going to move the fifth on the ball, so they're across from your rib cage. All the way up to fifth mono. Then they open and come back down. We repeat that. Fifth on the ball, fifth on the ball, fifth on no. Open and down. Third time. Fifth on ball, fifth on the ball, fifth on no. Open and down. Then we're going to lift and down, lift and down. Then two arms come up, float down, and then we'll repeat the whole thing. So I'm going to go grab the music. You stay seated just like this, with a very tall posture, always. Always, always. With that best dancer posture. So very important. Here we new song. So we are now going to do some ballet runs. Two very important things. Think about when we do our ballet run. Number one, legs are strong and you're up with your heels lifted. Number two, arms are soft. So while our legs are strong and moving quickly, our arms stay very, very soft. So if you do not have a lot of space, you can do a ballet run in a circle all around yourself. That's what I'm going to do. If you happen to have a lot of space, or you go outside at some point today, you can practice those ballet runs in all of space, all the way across, just like you would do if we were in the dance studio. For today, I'm just going to do it in a circle. You do whatever space you have available to you. We're going to do our ballet runs. So while I get the music ready, you can stand with your feet in first position and your arms and fists en bas, standing ready as if you were on stage or about to enter on stage to dance for your audience. Here we go. And run. Very nice. Good job. Keep going. Good. Next, we're going to do some gallops. Once again, if you have the space, use it. If not, do it in a circle. Okay, so our gallops, the most important thing for our gallops is that our legs get together in the air, just like they're giving each other a high five. Okay, so if we were to practice our gallops, we could do them sideways and getting our legs together in the air. Or the other direction. Oh.
You guys want to do it, Lexi?
We really want to make sure that our legs are together in the air, like you're playing a game of tag, hear it, or giving each other a high five. So once again, if you have the space, you could go all the way across the floor doing your gallops. If you don't, you can join me and we'll just do them in a circle. We'll do it in a circle 3 times this way, then 3 times the other way. When we gallop, our hands are on our waist and we still have our tall posture. That never goes anywhere. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to go the other direction now. Ready? Here we go. Okay. Good job. Okay. Next thing we're going to do are some more. So, when we march, tall posture as always. And we want to bring our knee nice and high like we're making a tabletop. My foot is pointing and stretching to the floor. And my ankle is also stretched. So this isn't happening. This isn't happening. Whoosh. Long foot, long ankle. Now with my leg up, it's almost like I've made a nice tabletop. I'm going to have a cup of tea, or a cup of hot chocolate, maybe a little biscuit. Not really sure, but it makes a nice table. So for our marches, this one we're going to move forward, and then we're going to move backwards. So you only need enough space for 3 marches. If you don't have enough space for 3, you can march on the spot, and that is totally fine. You'll still be doing your marches. It'll still be good practice. So we will start standing nice and tall, and we're going to bring our right foot forward. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Feet together, clap, hands on your waist. A little tricky. Let's try that again. 3 marches, feet come together, and we clap. 1, 2, 3. Feet together, clap. Now backwards. 1, 2, 3. Feet together, clap. Hands on your waist. And we're going to continue to do that. I'm also going to face sideways, so you can see that looks like sideways. So we would prepare, and we would go 1, 2, 3. Feet together, clap. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Feet together, clap. For this one, it's more about balancing on one leg while maintaining that very tall posture and stretching our toes. We're not worrying so much about how far we travel as much as our good ballet technique and posture. So here we go. This music isn't going to be a march. Normally we do this on a march, but for today it's going to be slightly different. And that's okay. That is always okay. That might be a little tough. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, I know, but it's because
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I bet you all got it. So good. Okay. The very last thing we say is we're just going to have a little free dance follow along. I'm going to put on a song, and there's going to be parts where you can follow me for the movement, and then there's going to be parts where you can just show off your own dance. And then we'll do a little bow, and then that'll be it. Whew. Time goes by really fast when you're talking to a computer screen. Let me tell you. Although I'm talking to people too. Okay. Well, let me find the song. Here we go. Meanwhile, I'll be our guest. It's gonna be stuck in my head for a little bit. Here we go. It's so awesome seeing you guys today, or when you guys are here, that we can still have classes. So good. We'll start with our feet in first position and our arms in fifth en bas for a reverence or a bow. Good job.
Thank you everyone for coming to our ballet class this afternoon. We're glad you could join us. Our next class will be at 4 o'clock. So if you want to tune into that one, it'll be a modern class with Miss Naomi. So you can tune back in for that class in a little bit. But thank you for joining us for this one. We're glad to have had you. Thank you.